patiently awaiting her insatiably strange daily disposition to embellish the range of superficial flattery for anything nice. He rolls his eyes accordingly and swallows his favorite flies. Wanders out to howl at the moon, understandably regretting he entered the room. But suddenly he turns into stone, his mind between the nothing and everything that he's ever known. Sky is splitting open, the stars are spinning round, the spirits in the heavens and his head's on the ground. Time was disappearing through a crack in the sky.
Well, it's another Friday night. We're back here. Still haven't done anything in the studio downstairs. We're gonna have fun tonight, though. I think we're gonna have fun tonight. Let me know how the audio is. If it's too loud in the background, I will turn it down. I'm trying to get this figured out just right. I want a little background. Something seems different. Don't know what would seem different. Quality? Maybe? Are we different? We are different. We are very, very, very different. We are going to go. I want to keep this going, but new watch, same watch, new hat, same watch. You're probably gonna lose your audio on that, but hey, it's okay. It'll come back. They're gonna share something completely different. Let's see this. I'm gonna share this and put that back up there. We're trying something new, so obviously you see that. I'm gonna try to share. Damn, can't do that. All right. So we won't be able to see that on one side. That's it. It's the hat. That elephant leather. You can see it looking good. Love it. DachaLeather.com. Get yourself one. They're not cheap, but fucking quality. So, now. This should do it. If I share this, still share the audio. What is that? Are we really going to have fun? I don't know. You tell me what you see on the screen. And I will tell you to tell me if we're going to have fun. We're going to do some 3D modeling. Does that look familiar? Hey, can you tell me what it's from? What is that? If you're in the Discord, you got an advantage. Look familiar? It has nothing to do with dicks that are going on it. Maybe we could put a bunch on it. But I would have to get the file. And if I get the file, I have to give it to Mike first. Right, Crazy Eyes? That's on the other computer downstairs yet. And it's still in a pile of wires. I've been busy. The new job has got me fucking going crazy, going busy, but it's fun. It's good. We're gonna be doing all right. So don't talk to me, he says. Oh, dude, don't talk to me, he says. I feel like so bad, but at the same time, my dad, y'all don't need to see that. But Sig Stock Picatinny. Got a bunch of pieces here. These some pins, pick rails. Fun stick round mag. We're gonna make something. Bring it in February. Is someone butthurt? Yeah, he's just a little bit upset that I didn't give him his Dick's Tech yet. Turns out that when Mike doesn't get his dick, he's not happy. So, first and foremost, I did not model this. It is modeled from somebody who honestly does this very well. Puts these together using even... there's an entire guide online that I may put in the Discord for anybody who's interested in how you assemble this using all AR-15 lower components. Basically putting it all together, 3D printing it, modifying it, doing all that. The files that we're looking at are also available, but I'm interested in breaking them down. And with graphic models, what ends up happening is the graphic mesh gets lost. So it's a hollow, basically. It's just an STL. You can't really do anything with it. So we undo that, and we're going to go straight to work actually turning this into a model. So he set himself up for that. One bad mama. Little man is watching you because mom can't put the kids to bed. So I changed her name on her YouTube. I don't know if she noticed that, but she's one bad mama. So you did set yourself up for that. So these are completely, it's an STL file. Most people can print from an STL file. I'm curious about actually making a model that I can manipulate. So what I actually want to do is start with basically going normal to a plane. Lovely. SolidWorks is what we're working in here, and that's what we're going to start with. So go with the top plane sketch. So you're getting a bit of a CAD tutorial here as well. So you can go ahead and take a look at what you see. So you'll see there's multi-angles cut here. That's not going to be easy. So a lot of people are like, you can't really do that. So kind of showing you what the big crux of a lot of people building things are. Just trying to be sneaky. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. So it's a bastardized MP5 lower that takes an AR, pretty much lower parts kit. This is actually not a bastardized lower. That's the thing. So the guide actually tells you how to manipulate and modify different things. So what you have to grind out, what you have to cut away, what you have to do to this piece to make the lower parts kit work. Also, how you modify the hammer, everything needs to be adjusted. But it's really a good guide, and somebody who's got enough inclination to complete it 80% lower probably could do a really good job of actually putting it together. Stop. So I'm going to see if I can remember how to do this. What I want to do is I'm actually going to create a mold of this. So I'm going to start with a box that's bigger than it. We're going to create an increased boss.
Daddy,
Then we'll go with mid-plane, and we're just going to go with
Daddy,
25 millimeter both ways.
Dada.
Done.
How do I read like that?
Whenever you want to go to bed, you can go to bed, honey.
I want you to go to bed.
You're fine. So what these are graphic bodies. They're still there. There's only one solid body. Mom's going to put you to bed tonight. Pull up a chair because you're awake for a while. So I actually want to create an insert mold parting line is what I actually want to do. We're going to take that. Oh. Gotta remember how to do this, guys. Give me a second. Sketch here. I like we're missing that. That wasn't in there on center. Bastard. It's alright, we noticed that now. If someone had a GG3, yeah. If someone had one, and about 50 millimeters worth of material. Four inches by 10 inches. Alright. Back to this face. I'm sorry, these are boring and I may completely not remember this, but anyways, I'm fun looking at the parts at least. I did not cut the thickness that I wanted it to. Not a big deal. That's what I wanted. There. Keep all bodies. Now we've got this tiny little cut in there. And I can insert a mold now. Parting lines. Figure this out. Is the lower an actual MP5 SP5 polymer? Yes. This lower is actually it's actually from an Edgar, so it should do pretty well. What is up?
How do you done with your meeting?
A while. You're getting tired, aren't you?
I want you.
Yeah, you're okay. So what I have is this mold that I'm essentially going to sand cast if I can figure out how to do this. It's been a long time since I've done it. So we're going to go with a core. Insert. What's up, man?
With the color.
Mm-hmm.
Color.
You should go lay down. You're good. No camera receiver that's off the books would be incredible. Yeah, they're already doing Steel AK receivers. That is true. Let's see. There's a way to do this. What am I doing? This is a tough way. We're gonna find it out. Because I want to make this. Let's start with an easier part, I guess, first. Full upper. Yeah, there's a way to actually make this utilizing a Glock 17 barrel with slight modification. So you can imagine the kind of fun you could have. I did this wrong. Not that way either. There's another way to do this. This may have just been really easy. And I was overcomplicating it. Because I do everything. Processing the model. So, well, I got you here too. If you can see it, now I'll go bigger here. Be on the right screen to actually do that. if you guys are interested in something like this, it's got a rifle clip keychain as well. It's a key fob. I also got a lanyard with the motorcycle keys. Cool as shit. Killer Chords official on Instagram. So, all right, so this imported now. Back over here. I don't need to see me like that. So now we actually have an imported body that we can modify. Perfect. So, say you like those dimples, don't like them, whatever, we can actually cut those away now. But important thing is that this is now a solid. I can put threads in here. We can change. We can import diagnostics, maybe even get this thing converted. Yeah, Killer Chords official Instagram. Definitely cool stuff. Faulty faces. Yeah, that was way easier than I thought. Thought I was going to have to get really tricky with it. But now we could have fun with it. So we can actually come over here and create a plane. So I want to actually create a nice smooth face over here. So, and features reference geometry plane. Now, doing what you think, Mike. What would you like to do with 3D software? If you had your access to it, what would you want to do? Does it have... No. Let's go file new. Does it look anything like this? Other things like that? I'm only asking because I'd like to, if you guys are interested in stuff, I want to do it. Because I'm bored with a lot of these live streams and I don't know what to do. And so I just fuck around. I try to come up with something. And yeah, a cell phone holder. Exactly, a cell phone holder. There's a lot of cool things you can do. Yeah, I know. I'm probably gonna like. I like my dog. Please be kind. Tricked it out now. Well, shit. What else can we do here? Because this isn't gonna work now. So we'll close that. I've got too much going on there. All right. Random food reviews. Who's got a restaurant? We'll come back to that. I don't fucking know, man. Oh shit. We can play video games. We can do whatever you guys want to do. We got a song we can play. We got a song we can play. We got a song we can play. It's wrong. This song is so wrong. But yeah, life has been fucking crazy. Like between switching my job and then now I'm busy as shit with that. And like the future planning for that is got me on a fucking reel. Obviously, Mike, February as well. I'm going to be in Florida, so we planned that. We booked that trip, which is great. Kind of nervous about being around all those Florida men, especially over winter, but big do anything behind myself. So yeah, planning a trip down there, doing that. I know for sure I'm going to be meeting with Drop It Like It's Scott while I'm down there. I don't know if I'll meet with Crazy Eyes or not. We'll see if it lands in the schedule, what kind of happens there. I know for a fact one day I'm going to be at the Bunker Gun Club, so that'll be something to do down there. There's some other shit, obviously. You miss talking shit about politics. Politics is so draining. I can't even anymore. Like the shit that's going on now is absolutely insane. Yeah, I mean the Trump shit, the everything. I don't even know. Fuck yeah, live stream, man. We're live. We're streaming. But hey, this song will be fun, and then maybe I'll wrap my head around some more politics. I don't know. Talk shit about it. Whatever. Yeah, exactly. It's just so fucking tiring. I don't even. We're so far gone, and this is my thought process on it. So we're so far gone in this country with our political just dismemberment, basically, that we literally have two sides of a fucking nuclear warhead that are doing the exact same thing, and people are so fucking one way or the other that you can't have an opinion that may sway at all. And I don't agree with that. I think discourse in this country is beyond. So MP3s are good. MP4s are on the hub. MP5 are awesome. Yes, there were MP5s. Maybe I'll open it back up and see. Get it working in the background again. So As you see here, we're working in SolidWorks 2022. Gonna open. Let's just do that. $284,348 facets. It'll be a minute. So, while we wait for that, he's been on the channel before. Am I going to print one with my laser printer? My laser printer. You know, if you happen to know how to make things seem legit, a little bit more paperweightish, and easy to modify, there are manufacturers out there doing 3D metal printing at relatively decent prices. So, he's going to need to buy ammo if we're going to meet up at Bunker. Yeah. I'm probably not flying with anything, so anything I do down there is going to be rental. Mostly just because I'm flying with no checked bags because I got a really good fucking deal. So I'll be going into Florida, un-Florida man, other than whatever I can carry on. So luckily I'm sending down some bags ahead of time, but I'm not sending any of that stuff down there with that. We basically were flying Frontier because I don't care about checked bags. We can send stuff down, but we legitimately got flights down and back for 4 people for under $400, all in. So finish that up. I'll take whatever I can get. Like, it's cheap, which is good because the transition of the job and everything and insurance and all that stuff is absolutely shit show. Yeah, checking bags sucks. Too bad there are some things that they don't let you carry on. Exactly. And that's, unfortunately the situation here. So there definitely won't be any need or worry to have anything, hopefully, because we're going to be most of the time we're going to be in a gated community, but still crazy shit happens. It's fucking Florida. So without further ado, Samson.
If you guys can please bless our audience with telling us what you've been working on. What's this film? What's this movie?
Well, I wouldn't really call it a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'd call it more of a goddamn masterpiece.
Okay. Are there any familiar faces featured on this project?
I saw Samson over here, and sure, I could spin you some story about his work ethic or how great of an actor he is. But really, at the end of the day, it came down to that goddamn mullet. A real Southern spout. A Georgia gorge. It's a real...
a real follicle fountain.
A real follicle fountain. What would you say, Samson?
Well, as you know, Cato, when I saw those big, giant fucking
Kato on the track, I've been watching so much news.
I'm kind of sorry for
I don't know
this.
who I should trust. I don't know who's been telling the truth and who's been lying to us. The Biden administration promised everybody they'd unite all of us, but it just feels like we're all way more divided than we've ever been in our lives, and it sucks. I've been watching so much news. It's so hard to rise above. It's so hard to put on a smile when hopes are down and prices are up. Go to the store, go get some gas. Times are tough. How much more do we have to take and pay and give and cry and cuss? I've been watching so much news. I feel like my eyes are stuck. No matter how much
I try not to look, I can't keep my eyelids shut. It's got me so confused. I think my mind's going nuts because as of lately, you wanna know who I would fuck? Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me. I take out her dentures, put them on the dresser, slide off her panties and proceed. I'd
Told you I was sorry.
Start throwing uppercuts like a boxing match. I'd grab her by the nipples and I'd flip them over down into the flapping in the wind and then I'd spin them all around and go. Have you seen them titties? Every time I think of them things, I'm giddy. She's far from the itty bitty titty committee. Come on, man, she could start her own team in the big leagues. I think about them just to pass the day. Man, I bet those fuckers ain't passed away. If I laid on the ground with my head by your feet and she dropped them, they probably smack my face. People said I'll get killed for this. I don't give a fuck, I take risks. I don't give a damn if Nancy kills me as long as she suffocates me with her kids. AOC is too young for me, and I'd hate to listen to that bitch bicker. Hillary is just plain ugh, but Nancy's got them twin sisters. I wanna get up inside this info. We can make love, I'll slide it in slow. I just wanna make some money the fast way and get her to spill some of that insider info. We could go to the bar and get drunk and I'll drive home after like 20 White Claws. You don't gotta worry about a DUI when you're banging Nancy. Right, Paul? Nancy. Ow! I thought I told you to take those dentures. Ow! Fuck in my house. Really pissed me off. Matter of fact, hey, yo.
What the hell's the problem now?
What's the problem? The problem is I'm getting my fucking stump grinded over here.
What the hell you want me to
No.
do?
Right before every scene, I say, Nancy, no dentures. And what does she say every time? Okay, Shamson, no dentures. And what do I get every single time? Denture dick. Maybe if you lay off the vodka, you'd remember. My goddamn penis hurts.
You know what your problem is? You're
What?
just a goddamn diva.
Oh, diva my nuts, Kato. I'm fucking done. Fuck you. Fuck the camera guy. Fuck the sound guy. Hey, makeup lady. Fuck you too, you goddamn bitch. You know what? You know who would love to get their dick written off? Jared.
So I don't understand why videos of mine are getting age restricted. I just don't get it.
The director, Jaren. Oh shit. You want this?
Why not? Don't act surprised. Y'all niggas know I'm off. I fuck Nancy inside the Oval Office wearing a MAGA hat and she got on the Kente claw. Take one for the team, dog. It pays off. You get money and stock tips from the same broad. Get her some life insurance. That nigga don't be scared. Make it look like she tripped down the White House stairs. Nancy, I'm joking. Don't cancel me. Am I too much for you? Can you handle me? Will you marry me? Let's start a family. Make that a shake, Nancy, just like a tambourine. Tickle bitties watching bounce like a trampoline. Damn it, Nancy, what the fuck are you channeling? What have you done to me? I am unraveling. Sound like Joe Biden rambling. She told me to pull out and come in her hair. Fuck both of them, Nancy and Kamala Harris. My niggas got jokes and I'm sober than Paris. I fuck me and Nancy, blowing comments in Paris. Pelosi blow me, she like no hands. Hit the beef and Nancy get a suntan. Wanna fuck all the time, I'm just one man.
Just said I was sorry.
Talking about gubbins? Not right now, Nancy. Freaking me out. And we had a good thing going and shit getting political. We been the bounce. And QAnon said you eat babies. And boy, I saw you swallow a decent amount. And do me a solid and top me off one more time before you walk out and speak to the house. Nancy. Love you.
So let's see, all right. Still loading. Well, still loading. Well, what else we got? There's YouTube. Always fun shit on YouTube. Kato in 3 dimensions. That's us. That'd be some fucking real Inception type shit. Are my comments getting deleted? Your comments aren't getting deleted, I don't believe. What comments? Mommy milkers? Yes, Pelosi. I'm still seeing your comments. Are your comments getting deleted? I mean, we've got those. Were there more? Some may get deleted automatically. I'm not in control of it. YouTube is. To the point where YouTube is officially... yeah, I didn't see that come through. Nope, did not see that come through. So that probably got deleted. No, I literally... YouTube is getting so annoying, and that's part of what makes it so hard to keep coming back here and doing live streams and having fun with you guys, because I do it and then like I got to deal with these freaking strikes and shit the next couple days, which is stupid. It's not the copyright strikes. I don't care about that. I actually do that purposely. Like the copyright stuff doesn't bug me. Like, oh my God, you can't monetize your stream because you do this. Like, that's intentional. Samson is going to copyright strike my stream. And any money that YouTube makes, they have to pay him money. That's how we've done it. I don't have to tell you guys because I've told you guys that a million fucking times before. But when literally this week I got a channel strike for the live stream open mic episode number 20, back when it was still open mic with Boo Brand, which was the carry. So shotguns and stilettos, or stilettos and shotguns, whatever, with carry on. Literally got flagged, taken down for misinformation about the 2020 election. Like, really, we're still fucking there. We're still dealing with that shit. We're still dealing with bullshit fucking politics that are taking stuff down. But the stream was up for 2 years. That stream is literally, if I go back, I just gotta look. Right around January 17th of 2021. Actually, I think it was January 17th, 2021. Because I'm pretty sure it was Ben Franklin's birthday. I'm pretty sure that I put, that was the first iteration of my Ben Franklin with an MP5, which, there we go, just connected the streams. The MP5. So, of that, and I was still using, other software and shit like that to do our streams. So, because of a reason I will be talking about tomorrow on my live streams. What did I miss? Yes, because of a reason. Yeah. Yeah, the vibrating seat caused terms of service. Yeah, don't cross the streams. Hey, we did not cross the streams. We connected them. We made them more powerful, bud. That's all about making good connections. So there's that. I feel like G23 there was more to that, but maybe I missed the context to that. But it's just YouTube continues to update the terms of services. The 2020 election, yeah. It's just insane. Like, at this point, that we're still fighting this stupid bullshit, and we can't talk amongst ourselves as Americans, right? And the worst part is it's us, our people, the people around us that have created this situation where everything has to be a fucking safe space, and it's a community for everybody. What are we catting? If it ever finishes processing the model, I'm pulling up right now a actual MP5 lower in SolidWorks. So I'm going to make some modifications to it, alterations, or just create step files and post them in the Discord or something. But yeah, to me, that's the biggest fucking issue that I've got. So I fight it, and then, like, I got a notification that they took that one stream down with Carrie, and I literally put an appeal in, and 15 minutes later, they granted it back because they're like, oh yeah, it didn't violate community guidelines. And then, like, an hour later, they're like, but we're going to age restrict it. I'm like, yeah, okay. Crazy stuff. Man, I don't even... There's a lot of things that are going on. There's a lot of things that are going absolutely insane. I still have... That's hilarious. Yeah, So it's just, I don't even care anymore. Like, my personal belief is that either we're going to get our fucking heads out of our asses and create a population of people who are so sick and tired of being suppressed and monopolized that they're going to wake up and things are going to get better. Or we're at the point where there's no fucking turning back, and until shit goes fucking sideways, whatever, like, we're just here. The whole QAnon shit, all that stuff, I've never been associated with it. I fucking think it's a joke. It's just like, just trust the plan, trust the plan, trust the plan. That's basically the same fucking thing as saying, the government, trust the government. They've got your best interests in mind. They're here to protect you. They're here to protect everybody around you. They're here to do what's best for the entire nation. I don't trust it. I don't trust anybody anymore. I'm to a point where I'm worried about my family. I'm worried about doing what I need to while things are legit yet, and securing as much as I can to make sure when shit goes fucking south or shit goes sideways, like, we're in a best position possible. People don't get it anymore. People don't get putting yourself ahead because everybody's trying to be like, I want to save the nation. And that's great. It really is. The problem is I know so many people who prescribe to that same motivation. I want to save the nation. I want to do this. I want to do that. But when push comes to shove, they don't fucking get up and do a goddamn thing. And then our government is big enough, and they've got feelers out, and they've got all these fucking little COINTELPRO fucking asshats running around inside of everybody else's organizations, where they legitimately just fucking get some dumbass, paint them with a fucking zebra hat, and put them in front of a fucking camera, and they discredit anything anybody legitimately tries to do. So it's been perpetually getting worse. It's going to perpetually remain getting worse because it's a snowball effect. You know, as they continue to get away with it, they're just going to pick up more and more shit, and they're going to steamroll more and more people. And since none of us can stand up as a fucking group and do anything about it, every individual who stands up is going to get taken out. There's people that have been on this show before who legitimately can show you and point to the direction where they're literally considered fucking terrorists. And now there's proof even that it goes farther, that the government labeling them as terrorists or known terrorist organization or known cell operators or this or that or whatever. Those are the fucking people that are targeted to a point where, like, we can't even freaking imagine. Like, I saw shit this week where an individual posted like they legit have a red flag on their name if they're run in any database that says this person is known to operate in terroristic circles and should not be trusted, blah, 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 terrorism, red flag, no fly list type shit. And he updated his relationship status on Facebook as a joke to somebody saying, I bet you it gets you fucking flagged too. They didn't believe him. He updated his status to be in a relationship with that person, and now that person is tagged as an associate to known terrorists because these social media sites are all up in your fucking shit too, and people fucking continue to go there and disseminate all the fucking information that they physically possibly can by doing stupid shit like answering some dumb quiz questions that nobody thinks have anything to do with everything or anything at all. But you've answered 70 of those fucking things, and based on all the answers compiled between all 70 of those fucking things, there's now a complete profile on you based on psychological and analytical fucking consent and non-consent that is wrapped up in terms of services that are so convoluted you can't even fucking understand them with a law degree. This is the James I missed. Yeah, that's the issue. Is everyone feels like they have to do, like they have too much to lose to take the steps to potentially lose it all. So to talk literally about that statement in and of itself, I hate this because I'm in a position where I have too much to lose to take steps to potentially lose it all. But if it meant securing the future for my family, I would take the steps. That's the thing. Because so many people think, oh, I've got such great things. I'm like, I ain't got shit. The bank owns my fucking house. The bank owns my truck. The bank owns the wife's van. My motorcycle's mine. My pistols are mine. My guns are mine. You know, at least where I live, there's people who have to have permits to fucking go purchase a firearm because they live in New York State or they live in New Jersey and they work in New York, and it's fucking convoluted, unconstitutional fucking bullshit. But the reality is people go and they abide by it because it's like, well, you know, I only got to do this and then I can have that. Well, what they're saying is you can't have it unless you say this or you do that. I want to show you guys a map. I'm going to show you that fucking map whether they want me to show it to you or not. I'm back. They didn't give me. We good? I think we're good. No, they did not shut down the stream. I mean, they might have tried, but see, the beautiful thing about having 3 screens is I'm monitoring everything that's fucking going on, so I was able to catch that quick. Back now. I'm going to show you. What I said is I'm going to show you a map. I want you guys to understand what I'm going to show you. It's not difficult. It's not convoluted. But it's a map that a lot of people who don't understand this statement here, this one that's right here, they have too much to lose to take the next steps. I'm going to show this map. And I explained this map to somebody the other day, and I think it finally fucking clicked. So, without further ado, we'll share this screen, and we'll go here. So, this map, pretty self-explanatory, right? It is the contiguous United States, Alaska, and Hawaii. All 50 of these states have one thing in common, and it is the Constitution of the United States of America. That's what everybody, oh my God. You know, every single one of those states has different rules, laws, localities, you know, whatever. They're all bullshit if they go against the Constitution. But I want you to understand this, and I've explained this to people multiple times. So this is a map that legitimately shows every single state in the nation where you can legally concealed carry a weapon if you're not a bitch. This is a map that shows you every state in the contiguous United States, as well as Alaska and Hawaii. Every locality, every city, every road, every street, every building, every business, every fucking everything, where you can exercise your American rights if you aren't a bitch. Every single time you go someplace, if I travel from Wisconsin and I go down into Illinois and I'm going to a customer there and I'm going to go into their building and I'm going to walk into their facility and I'm going to do something at their plant and then I'm going to turn around and come home. If I follow the rules that they have set, I'm not allowed to legally carry, own, possess a firearm or ammunition or anything on my persons the entire time that I'm in that state. If I accept that, that means that I believe that the rules that Illinois has outlined for every single person that lives there, walks through there, does anything in that fucking state is acceptable. And I've accepted the fact that I've given up rights for their safety. So as I said before, this is a map of every place in the United States. Just the tip, and only for a minute. Exactly. This is a map where you can do whatever the fuck you want, so long as you don't hurt anybody, impede on anybody else's freedoms, or fucking cause harm to anybody else's fucking mode of life if you aren't a bitch. And that's just the plain, simple fucking truth, right? So everybody's like, well, how can you say that? You can't just walk around with a fucking gun and get away with it. Well, if you're concealed fucking carrying, you goddamn well better be, or you aren't fucking concealed carrying. Because the reality of the situation is if you're fucking concealed carrying properly, you're the only motherfucker who knows you got a gun. If you are open carrying in the state of Illinois, good on you. Understand you're going to get fucked with, and you are going to have to defend your decisions, most likely in a court of law. Why? Because you're probably also going to be an individual who, when they come to take your firearm away and put you in handcuffs, you are going to bend to knee and kowtow. I'm not saying I wouldn't either. I'm not willing to lose my life over something as simple as my firearm rights. In that simple mode, because completely honest, you're not going to do anything to change the way anybody thinks being a lone person with a firearm. Now, if every single person in the state of Wisconsin who owns a firearm decided to walk across the Illinois border tomorrow, open carrying a firearm, hand in hand, lockstep, walking straight directly south, there ain't shit anybody in fucking Illinois is going to do about it. Because the reality of the situation is every single cop who fucking comes amongst that issue is going to go, well, I believe they are exercising a right. And they're going to turn around and walk the fuck away. It is. It sounds wild, but it's an amazing point. I am now employed by somebody who I give him all the credit in the world. He does not get on a plane unless he absolutely has to. Why does he do that? Because it would require him to take something off that he is very rarely taking off for any reason. And that's his concealed carry, right? Now, I know he's got it. Why? Because we've talked about it. We've talked about it quite regularly. But the fact of the matter is, he chooses to drive anywhere within 2 days. I mean, this fucking guy literally drove from Arkansas to Chicago. And then from Chicago, he drove to Mississippi for a funeral. And then drove back to Chicago, all in a 28-hour period. the guy's fucking psycho, but I respect the shit out of him for making decisions. Says nothing enough. So there's that. He says, I'm all for state rights, but how do state laws trump federal laws? So the Constitution is federal. The issue is that the states have the right to impart their own laws. Do they supersede the federal government? Yes. Why is that? Because each state is its own municipality. So each state has laws that have to fall underneath the federal laws where they can restrict further. Now, the federal government legally cannot restrict your firearm rights. There's been nothing really that has said that the states can't. And this is what's caused a lot of concerns, a lot of issues with states like New York. New York has been one to continually step upon those rights, and then eventually it has to go through a court system and go through to federal levels and go through the Supreme Court where it's ruled as unconstitutional, and then they have to do something about it. However, that's the way the law works. Once a law is created, there's supposed to be a process. The whole how a bill becomes a law. Something is started as a bill. It starts in the Senate or the House, and then it goes to the other chamber, and then it's voted on there, and then it's booted up. It's been a while, whatever, but that's the reality. I think it all starts in the House of Representatives, then it moves to the Senate, and then it moves from the Senate to the desk of the governor, and it's signed off on at a state level. Same thing federally. The issue is that the federal government, it's a shorter road to get to the court system. And even at the federal level, all it takes is a petition to review for things to happen. At a state level, oftentimes it requires a criminal prosecution to actually come to the level of appeals. You actually go through your criminal prosecution. You've probably lost at that point. You go through an appeals process. You probably lose at that point. And then you go to the state Supreme Court. Maybe you win at the state Supreme Court. Most likely you don't win at the state Supreme Court. And it eventually has to go to a federal circuit Supreme Court. And then maybe, just maybe, it has to go all the way up to the highest fucking court in the land and be ruled upon. Now, in the meantime, you are subject to persecution, prosecution, and violation of every single fucking freedom that you have by being incarcerated. You are legitimately put into a position where there's almost no recourse for you to have any sort of post-conviction relief, unless, of course, you are of a political variety or a minority that can ask for stupid things like such and get away with the questions. And people are like, oh, he's so brave. Not at all salty about the Darrell Brooks situation, but, let him fucking go after his post-conviction relief. And just, some people are better off, man. I just wish they would fucking let him go to prison and just be murdered because, yeah, YouTube, I said it. I don't fucking care. That motherfucker doesn't deserve life. The fact that he's in basically witness protection as an individual who committed a crime is a fucking joke. Stick his ass in fucking Gen Pop and let somebody whose grandma was injured in that fucking shit take care of business. So, Charles Sexton says, sorry I'm late. There's nothing late about being here, man. You made it. So, the Constitution is federal. It's the federal government, not the people in the country. Exactly. That's the other thing is the Constitution does not grant the people of the United States anything. It restricts the government from being able to infringe upon anything. So we, as the people, have allowed our states to take away those rights over time. And, of course, when power is received, it's never returned. So, especially over the last 2 to 3 years, things have just gone absolute fucking bullshit. And we have zero rights as people in this country, even less rights for people in other countries, right? There's people in other countries who have more rights. Luckily, we are still in a great country. America still is one of the best in the fucking world. Probably the best in the world. It's the greatest. It's the greatest country in the world. That's what we're going to go ahead and say. Because of this fucking map. Because like I said, this map is legitimately a listing of every single place in this country that you can go carrying a firearm. If you're not a pussy. If you are not a bitch, you can carry a firearm in Santa Fe, New Mexico. If you are not a cunt, you can carry a fucking pistol in Lincoln, Nebraska. You can do whatever the fuck you want in any fucking place in this country, so long as you do not affect the life, liberty, or pursuit of happiness of another individual. Unless, of course, they've attempted to impede upon one of yours. If somebody attempts to impede upon your life, your liberty, or your pursuit of happiness, equal force can be met to stop them from impeding upon that which you are entitled to, which is life, liberty, and the pursuit of fucking happiness. You can do it. Put your ass into it. Yes. There was a story about a Navy sailor that got his NFA stuff taken because they thought he violated the NFA. Even after they found out he wasn't, the ATF is still yet to give his shit back. Yeah, exactly. Once they have it, they don't have to give it back to you in any timely manner. What's a timely manner? There's an old saying in purchasing, right? So I come from an engineering background. And when an engineer goes to purchasing, and purchasing says, when would you like this? If the engineer goes, as soon as possible, the purchasing agent literally says, gotcha. Now, there's two modes of thought on that. There's the engineer's thought process, where I need you to get this on order today, and I need it to be delivered in the shortest amount of time frame that's physically possible. And that's as short as possible, as soon as possible. The purchaser's mindset is, I'm going to put this on order when I get to it, and when it comes, it comes. And it was here as soon as possible, without any extra effort. So, that's the deal, right? They don't, all that it says is that it has to be returned in a timely manner. What's timely? It's an NFA item, right? If you apply for a suppressor, if you apply for a suppressor today, every effort is going to be made to review your application, your tax, in a timely manner. So in 12 to 27 months, we will get back to you. As a society, we've accepted that. If you want to get a stamp, this is what you have to do. There, again, this in front of me that I'm showing you right over there is a map of every place in this nation where you are legally allowed to own whatever the fuck you want. Just don't post it on the fucking internet. Like, seriously, you know? Don't take it to Uncle Tommy's house, as our buddy Adam Grubb learned. You know, you don't let Uncle Tommy borrow the AK-47 that happens to have full fucking giggles. Like, it's not funny when 911 hears that shit in the background. Evening, Bacon. How the fuck are you? So, yeah. It sounds crazy, but every day and night, some illegal gangbanger in Chirac concealed carries a high point because they don't give a fuck. Exactly. Now just think about this. There's a video going around of somebody who's like, man, check this shit out. And he pulls out his fucking high point. See, this high point. What does that mean? It's high performance, motherfucker. That's what it means. It's a high performance fucking death machine. Got that Glock 940 right there. Yeah. Exactly. As soon as possible without spending any money on expedite or freight, aka 14 months. So, again, I reiterate, it is a place where you legally can carry a firearm without a permit if you just don't give a fuck. And the fucked up thing is we live in a society now where the only place where anybody's getting even fucking questioned if they do see it is, Karen country. Places where it's known that it's hard to get a permit, or places where you got a bunch of fucking soft fucking vaginas running around trying to be fucking hard asses. And it baffles me to this day that we legitimately live in a place where there are so many fucking Karens out there that they don't fucking even think about the consequences of their actions. Our society has become so fucking soft to these people that there's people who think that it's acceptable to fake run up on somebody like they're going to knock them out or something, leaving a fucking gas station. Or, some fucking 90-year-old lady thinks it's perfectly acceptable to walk up to a guy who weighs 400 fucking pounds, get in his fucking grill, like, why the fuck ain't you wearing a mask, motherfucker? Like, I'd break you if I fucking blew on you too hard and you're going to get in my face? Fucking A. But it comes down to these people have gotten away with it for so long, there's no consequences to their fucking actions. Like, I know I'm preaching to the choir here. I know a majority of you probably grew up in different times than what we live in today. My first fist fight was out the front door of my mom's apartment growing up. And I found out that my mom knew about it because when I came through the front door, she was on the phone, which is connected to the fucking house because we didn't have cell phones, with the long-ass fucking pull cord, staring out the window, talking to my grandmother, giving her the fucking blow-by-blow of what's going on in the front yard. And her only concern when I came in the house was, is he okay? And I didn't know. So she called his dad. He got home, complained to his dad. He was already talking to my mom. They talked about it for a little bit. And then his dad legitimately told him, because, back then you didn't lie to your father either. So what started the fight? We were talking shit. He was talking shit. I swung at him. He swung back at me. And at the end of the day, his dad legitimately said, look, he's a cocky little motherfucker. If he talks shit again, just fucking pop him one. And now we get along. Like, after that, we got along. We were good friends after that, right? Some of the best friends I ever had came from fights. So, let's see. Yeah. Strange how people talk hard on the air about snitches get stitches, but damn, few Koreans get cats, right? Few Karens get caught. Yeah. No, it's so fucking ridiculous though. Like, there's just all these people that are so entitled to whatever they fucking want because I don't have to fucking do this. You know who my fucking husband is? It's sad to say it that way, but it's like, do you know who I am? It's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck who you are. I didn't give a fuck who you were when you were wearing a badge. I don't give a fuck who you are now. I don't fucking care. The honest to God's truth is, everybody talks hard too. Like, all right, if I get pulled over by the cops, I'm not looking to fight. I'm legitimately looking to get this fucking thing over. Loose lips, sink ships. Exactly. But I get pulled over by the cops. I'm not looking to fight. I'm looking to be as cordial as I fucking can be to get the interaction over as close to as smoothly as fucking possible. Granted, I try not to do things that are going to get me pulled over by the cops, but sometimes they just fucking pull you over, right? Because the reality is they got taxes to fucking collect. They don't collect those fucking taxes, then they don't have a fucking car to ride in. If they don't have a car to ride in, it means they're a fucking bike cop. And nobody wants to be a fucking bike cop, especially in Wisconsin or Minnesota. I know we got some Minnesotans in here. But, yeah. The issue is this. And I get what you're saying about when the cop on a power trip searches you illegally, a lawsuit is now a felony. Yeah. It is, right? Your lawsuit is now a felony, right? The issue goes the other way though too. If you get stopped by an officer, right, and you're cordial about it, it's kind of what I was getting to. I know there's cops who are on power trips. You're never going to be able to fix that. The reality is yes, you're probably going to have a lawyer. Because in this country, you are innocent until proven fucking bankrupt, basically. At which point you become at which point you become guilty, right? You don't just become innocent because you're bankrupt. Said it before. This is what happens when you have a society that's never been punched in the face. Yes. Considerably true. The reality is most people haven't been punched in the face. And if you did punch somebody in the face, they would probably go cry to mommy, and then you'd have to fucking deal with Johnny Law for the next fucking 6 months because you accosted somebody. How dare you? How dare you? I literally know some guy right now who's going through some shit where he's legitimately being charged with felony battery for avoiding a situation and walking out and walking past this chick who is trying to keep him into a very toxic relationship, and he literally goes, "You're okay," and walked out like, "You're okay." Patted her on the head, and she's saying he accosted her, beat her, and bruised her. It's like, where are the bruises? What did I do? Like, there's video of what happened, and you're saying, he smacked me. And she's literally trying to pass off the whole patting on the head, like, see, there it is. Like, but he's got charges pending. Well, what does that do? It means he's, a convicted abuser, which means he's no longer allowed to have or possess firearms. So, it's a shit thing. Like, says, I've been punched in the face plenty of times for fucking around. Thankfully, it was my parents. Now I don't fuck around. Yeah, you found out. See, in this country, on a scale of fuck around to find out, we allow people to fuck around a whole lot more than we allow them to find out. Like, if I was going to chart that graph, the fuck around is like way the fuck up here, and the find out is like way the fuck back here, right? Except this is like on a fucking 1 degree off perpendicular line. Like, it is not commensurate. The meme shows the line running up at a perfect 45 through the graph, but the reality of the situation is that's not the case, right? It just is not the fucking case. It is what it is. What is going on over here? It is still not doing fucking anything. Son of a bitch. Well, yeah, it's not going to parse that for us tonight. But anyways, those files, I will post a link to the STL files over on the Discord, which are in the link tree, which is in the description below. If you're not a member of the Discord, you should be. So that's where you're going to find those files. Also includes a link to the designer who did that, which also has a full tutorial on GrabCAD that will help you out in drilling, pinning, threading, manipulating things to make a fully functional firearm that, yes, is bastardized, but it's parabolic eventually. But fuck around has to go a mile before Find Out even wakes up. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So, yeah, there's way too much fucking around and not enough finding out. Maybe it'll change. Most likely it won't. But again, just if there's any takeaway from tonight, it's literally this map. So share this map with all your friends. Share this map with all your family members. This is the most important fucking map in our nation's history, right? This is 50 places and a million places and whatever. But it's 50 localities in a nation where you are legally allowed to carry a firearm if you don't give a fuck. I'm not saying go out and break the law. I'm not saying that, YouTube. You can fucking age restrict me all you want, I don't give a shit. I'm not saying go out and break the law. I'm saying go out and follow the law. And don't be a fucking bitch about it. So, yeah. It's the truth, right? Don't break the law. Follow it. Just don't be a bitch. That's about all I can say today. That's legitimately like all that I need to say today. And you missed the days of talking politics. I don't. Giggle switch it is. I didn't say break the law. I just said follow it. Don't be a bitch. However you interpret that is up to you. If tomorrow you're running around with a fucking bullet hose being a fucking psychopath, I disavow. I disavow wholeheartedly. But if tomorrow you're out having fucking dinner with Nick Fuentes, I don't give a shit. You want to fucking go listen to some Kanye West music? Go for it. Drill press goes burr. Yeah, drill press does go burr. I got so many files on this computer. No, I don't have any files on this computer. Oh, shit. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. My daughter's fucking begging to go to bed. She's probably already sleeping on the fucking couch. Badass mama is already probably sleeping with the... Oh, she's there? She's out there. She hears me. We're good. So, like I said, don't break the law. Don't be a dumbass. But also don't be a bitch. Like, this whole Karen mentality in this country has to stop. It has to go away. And yeah, the gulag's going to be lit. Positive takeaway, do something. Like, don't be that guy who goes out and plays Monopoly, doesn't buy a fucking thing, doesn't pick up a fucking thing, just goes around and converts and collects his $200 and tries to stay the fuck out of jail. Don't be that guy, right? Go out there, take risks, be a fucking badass, and fucking rule your shit. Don't just let your life fucking spin by with going past go collect $200. So, till next week, maybe we'll do a show next week. I don't know. We're figuring this fucking whole goddamn thing out. Maybe YouTube will fucking crush me and I'll see you guys on TikTok Live next week. I don't fucking know. Either way, Discord link in the description below. That's to the link tree. You can also get holsters there. Also, other links that are down there, coming up. Dacha Leather, the hat for that. The Killer Cords. I should probably put a link for him on the link tree as well. Good shit. Good stuff. It is what it is. I'll make it bigger because that's But I never forget that I'm like tiny over there. It's like the only time in my life that I'm fucking tiny is when I'm in this little box on YouTube. I enjoy it. So we're changing that too yet. So Killer Chords, if you're into key fobs, they make lanyards, key fob set. That's what this is from. If you go on his Instagram, that's the easiest way to get orders from him. He's very professional, though. He will send you invoices, updates, stuff like that. Dude was pretty fucking cool in getting me these. This is called the Demon Set. It's the Oni mask. But he's got some really cool shit that he's doing now. Helping him out. Mike says, I just saved $200 by listening to Jane. There you go. You just saved $200. Probably saved more than $200, to be completely honest. But you got to understand how to manufacture shit. So, invoices, outvoices, I get out on the gram. Yeah. So, yeah, Killer Chords over there. DachaLeather.com for cool elephant leather type shit. He's actually right now, he's got some insane like card wallets. I think he's got one of the 3 sold. They are red and black tan giraffe leather with I think there's shark inside. Absolutely insane looking. Gold thread accents. I should pull it up, but I'll let you guys do it. DachaLeather.com. Good stuff. His shit ain't cheap. But the reality of the situation is it also isn't expensive. If you look at it, it's expensive. It's just because you can't afford it, and that's okay. That's perfectly okay. So, shit is expensive because it's quality. To be honest, it'll probably outlast like my wallet, which is in my truck. That wallet will probably outlast my son. So it's built like a fucking tank, and I love it. So Shark with a K, not Shark Leather. I'm sure it exists somewhere. It's probably made in Washington if you're into shark leather. They use shark for everything. But yes, fire up the turbo encabulator, and you can manufacture anything. There you go. It's got brown freckles. All right, I'm gonna leave it on the brown freckles comment, guys. Linktree, that's where you can get to Dacha Leather. You can get to some other cool shit over there as well. So follow the TikTok, follow the Instagram, all the shit. But get on the Discord, because once YouTube bans me, because I'm sure it's coming, you can't say shit. We talked politics again tonight in a fucking back-asswards kind of way. And I probably said a bunch of things that YouTube doesn't want anybody to know or understand. So, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait. What's the leather one again? Dacha Leather. DACIA Leather. Move tab over here. DachaLeather.com is where it is at. So that's how you spell it. That's where it is. Like I said, Linktree below. It'll get you there. DM me, he says. I'll even throw it over here because I can copy it. Paste it right there. So, yeah, you got Shop now. I think he has, he's got leather holsters too. He does some really cool ass fucking holsters. They're 100% leather. Trust me, they are not your grandpa's leather holsters either. But yeah, this one right here. Look at this. Minimalist. He's got red thread accent inside. This is shark leather, I believe. Yeah. Oh, this is the black elephant leather inside, and then he's got giraffe leather on the outside. So this, is fucking gorgeous. And what I love is that he doesn't try to hide the scars. He uses them because they tell the animal's life. It honors the animal. So, yeah, they're fucking amazing. He's got some unbelievable shit out there. Like I said, he's not cheap, but he is worth it. The stuff is fucking fantastic. Chains are all 100% made in house. The Byzantine chains are made by his wife. He's making all of the chains. Every single individual link is made one at a time. The craftsmanship is phenomenal. Obviously, he's buying the brass clasps, but he's also making sure he's getting the best quality stuff. So, cool shit. There's lead, saps. You're interested in protecting yourself, but also carrying a wallet. You get that, a chain, you throw that on there, and you get yourself a steel weight in a casket. It's not. And there's a lot of cool shit out here. Cash King exotic wallets. You've got alligator. This is just crazy stuff. So bandana holders, all the cool shit. And then he also does custom work too. So if you got a special request, you can reach out to him and through his contact form and get it. Pretty much anything you want. There's a price for it. He'll do it. But the thing is he does men's wallets. This is another one cool. I think he kept this one for himself, but he does these as well. Now he's got this as a what he calls it, the blood of my enemies die, and then it's actually got a pressed 1911 into the leather, which nice touch because if you hold the wallet the right way, it's like you're holding a giant freaking 1911. But I'm like, that has to be the most nerve-wracking press he ever does because he's literally pressing his 1911 into it. And what's great about it is he's an Armenian, or oh shit, no, he's not from Armenia. Anyways, he's an American now legally, but he is from. Man, I ain't having a fucking brain fart right now. But anyways, he migrated here. He loves this country, and most of all, he loves the fact that he doesn't have to live in a communist country anymore, and he can do shit like this. He's also local to me, which is how I got connected to him. Great dude. So now that I've continued to talk for way longer than I wanted to, remember, don't be a bitch. Do whatever the fuck you want. But don't break the law. Follow it. See you guys next week.